In this video, I'm going to provide a high-level overview of the main steps needed to upgrade the capacity on a DXi4700 series system. Unless otherwise noted, the procedures that are shown here on the DXi4701 will apply to all models in the DXi4700 series. Step 1. Prepare for the upgrade. Before you start the upgrade, obtain and read the Capacity Upgrade Guide. This guide may ship with the Capacity Upgrade Kit and is also available on the Quantum Support website. Refer to the Checking System Health section in the Upgrade Guide to verify that the DXi is ready for the upgrade. You must make sure that all backup jobs are complete, all replication jobs are complete and replication is paused, all space reclamation tasks are complete without errors, all health checks are complete without errors, all components display normal status, all outstanding administration alerts are deleted, all service tickets are closed. If you are adding expansion modules as part of the upgrade, the rack mounting rails can be installed without any special tools. You will need a flathead screwdriver if you want to adjust the location of rails already installed in the rack. The DXi system contains static-sensitive parts. Make sure to take appropriate ESD precautions when handling hardware components to avoid damaging them. One good practice is to wear a grounded anti-static wrist strap when handling hardware components. There are two types of capacity upgrades. One type is to upgrade the usable capacity of hardware already installed in the DXi. This requires simply entering a license key. The other type of upgrade is to install additional hardware. This can include adding hard drives in the node, adding memory modules in the node, installing a RAID controller in the node, and adding disk expansion modules. The Hardware Capacity Upgrades table in the Capacity Upgrade Overview section of the Upgrade Guide will help you determine which components you need to install. Step 2. Unpack the upgrade components. The upgrade components may have shipped in multiple boxes, so make sure you have all the boxes before starting the upgrade. Locate and unpack the upgrade components by following the unpacking procedures in the Capacity Upgrade Guide. Step 3. Shut down the system. On the Home screen, make sure all backup and space reclamation jobs are finished. On the Replication screen, verify that all replication jobs are finished. Shut down the system. Shutdown is complete when the fans in the node stop running and all the node drive status lights are off. After the node shuts down, turn off both power switches on the back of all expansion modules. Step 4. Install the components in the node. The node has 12 hard drive slots. All DXi4701 configurations have 6 hard drives installed in node slots 0 through 5. Your upgrade may include installing 6 drives in slots 6 through 11. Do not remove any of the drives from slots 0 through 5. If your upgrade does include installing 6 additional hard drives in the node, remove the node front bezel and follow the steps in the upgrade guide to remove the drive blanks from these slots and install the supplied drives. You don't need to remove the node from the rack if you are only installing these 6 drives and not installing components inside the node. However, you must shut down the node before adding these drives. If you are installing components inside the node, you must remove the node from the rack. Disconnect all power, SAS, Ethernet, and fiber channel cables from the rear of the node. Using 2 people, remove the node from the rails and place it on a grounded work surface. Press and hold the node power button for 3 seconds to drain any stored power. Unlock, then unlatch and remove the cover. Remove the cooling shroud. If you need to install memory modules, follow the instructions in the upgrade guide to remove the fan assembly. Then remove the correct memory blanks and install either 8 or 16 memory modules. The memory slots are color-coded, and you must install the sets of modules in the correct slots. Replace the fan assembly. If you are adding the first expansion module to the system, you will have to install the RAID controller in the node. Following the instructions in the upgrade guide and using appropriate ESD precautions, install the RAID card in Expansion Riser 3. Replace the cooling shroud. Make sure no cables are misrouted or pinched. Replace the node cover. Using 2 people, return the node to the rails. Make sure the standoffs are seated in all 4 of the J slots on each side. Then slide the node into the rack. Replace the node front bezel. Step 5. Install the expansion modules. Your capacity upgrade may involve installing 1 or more expansion modules, or JBODs. If your node is already installed in a rack, you should have allowed space below the node for the expansion modules, as Quantum recommends. If this upgrade adds the first expansion module, you will also need to install the RAID controller in the node. Complete that task before installing the expansion modules. Follow the step-by-step instructions in the Capacity Upgrade Guide to install the mounting rails and expansion module in the rack. Step 6. Cable the system. Refer to the cabling diagrams in the Capacity Upgrade Guide for correct cable connections. Connect the SAS cables to the expansion modules. Connect the power cables to the expansion modules. Connect the power cables to the node. Connect Ethernet and fiber channel cables to the node. Step 7. Turn on the system. At the rear of each expansion module, switch on the module power and wait 30 seconds for the modules to start up. At the front of the rack, press the power button on the node to start the system. It can take up to 30 minutes for the system to completely start up. Step 8. Install the storage capacity license. Before you can use your new hardware for data, you will need to add a license key to enable the new usable capacity of the system. Locate the license certificate that came with the upgrade components. Follow the instructions in the Installing Storage Capacity License section of the upgrade guide. You will use the authorization code from the license certificate and the serial number of the DXi to generate a license key and enter it in the license key page of the Remote Management Console. Each license key is unique to the system serial number, so if you are upgrading more than one system, be sure to enter the correct key. Verify that the licensed capacity is the expected total capacity of the system after the upgrade. It may take up to 10 minutes for the upgraded capacity to display. After installing and licensing new storage, the DXi initializes the expansion modules in the background. This may take several days, but you can use the system normally with the new capacity during this time. If you experience problems while upgrading the DXi, refer to the Troubleshooting section of the Capacity Upgrade Guide, which contains detailed procedures for all aspects of capacity upgrades. You are now ready to use the added capacity in your Quantum DXi.